occurred to me this morning that I should do an overview of this stove. So when I was thinking about it, I was thinking it was a Timberline, and I'm really not sure. It does say Frontier right here. I don't know if to me, it looks like a Timberline. That was a very popular brand back in the 70s. So I'm not sure. Maybe this is not. But either way, it's very similar. Very boxy. It's plate metal. It's not cast iron, but it's very thick. You can see on the doors, very thick, 1/4-inch metal. The hinges are, really solid. Everything's solid on it. So inside, it does have brick. A lot of I don't know if all, but I don't want to open that up right now. My fire's not going good enough for the draft. Oh, hold on. That's because I forgot to open the damper. Okay, now it's going to go. Oh, anyways, good point. You got to check their damper all the time. So inside it does have brick lined on the lower part of the stove. That's just so excessive heat is not going to hurt it as much. Although honestly, you don't want that type of heat, and you really got to, keep smaller fires, especially in a small area like this. Now the draft is real simplistic. You just screw this open. And if we open this up, you can see there's holes in here. So really all you're doing is just letting a little bit of air through here in. When you get it started, I like to go like this. If you're right here. If you're not near the stove though, I like to really close them. So what I do like about these handles a lot is, first of all, it does have some wood here. And this one was loose, so I siliconed it back on. I wasn't sure if that was the right move, but I had done some testing with our liquid silicone roofing and learned that it doesn't burn. It really picks up the heat, but it does not burn. So I thought, what the heck, I'm going to silicone this on. It's been staying good, really good. So what I like about it is you see what happens is if you look at this handle here, as you turn this way, maybe this is a better angle. So you see how it comes out? So as it goes down, it's locking in position. And the weight of the handle itself is holding it there. The only way it's going to open, it would have to come up. It would have to come up to right here. So that would have to defy gravity quite a bit for that to open. And that's true with here. This one actually is a stable door. This one does not move. So it all depends on that one. The other thing I do like about this stove, it has a nice kind of a catch pan, but it's not really even a pan because it's solid. It's built right into the stove. It does have these little metal bottom feet, which I think are adjustable, but I haven't really played. Well, I'm sure they're adjustable. You can see the bolt coming out of that one. So yes, they are adjustable. I have not adjusted these. I just put a little wedge in the back one because it was a little off. Let's see, anything else I can note about this stove? Very tough, heavy, but that's true with most wood stoves because cast iron are going to be very similar. And in fact, they might be heavier for size. This one does have an 8-inch pipe coming out here, and many do. I think, let me think. I think all of the stoves I have do have 8-inch coming out, but in several cases I had reduced them down to 6-inch because the rest of my chimney was 6-inch and it was much taller. The taller your chimney, the smaller your diameter can be because you're going to get more draft. But on shorter chimneys, you need a bigger pipe. I don't think I would do as good if I had a 6-inch here. But it doesn't matter because I've already ran my outside pipe, my triple wall pipe. So I should maybe say something about that. So your stove is very important. This one, I should also mention, this one does not have, this would not pass today's EPA, I don't think. I'm quite sure it would not. But there is a study out there that shows, they look at They looked at wood, they looked at exhaust, they looked at a whole bunch of parameters. And the number one parameter from my reading of the paper was operator. So if you operate your stove, regardless of which stove it is, you operate that correctly, you're going to get least amount of contamination. So you want to, you get better burn and everything else. So it's all about the burn. So not too big of fires, but making it burning, it's good. So the chimney, it's a triple wall going out. Now, I don't know if that's, at the time I did that was a hot thing, but I don't know if triple or double, but multiple wall is definitely important, because here you have at least 2 layers, or probably 3 layers. You have a layer here, layer here, a layer here, and then here there's a thimble, another layer of metal. So there's multiple layers here. Sparks can't just jump over and get onto the wood. And then when it's outside, there's triple layer going up through. So that's my little review of the Frontier, which I don't know, I think is related to the Timberline, but I'll have to do a little research on that. But very similar stove. You can see the look of it. And I remember at the time you could, cook on this surface. That was one of the popular things I remember they used to say. I picked it up secondhand, and for my wood shop, I didn't want to spend that much money. Of course, this was 40 years ago. I paid $125. At least that's what I recall. But works out great here. I do not burn a lot of wood throughout the year. I mean, this is only being used in the winter when I'm out here. It's not a high use by far. It's infrequent use, but very beneficial. I mean, it is my only heat source, and it does keep me warm throughout the day. Enjoy the woodworking. Okay, that's my 2 cents on this stove.